And good morning. Welcome to Live from the Heartland. I'm Tom Clark along with my co-hosts Katie Hogan and Michael James. Starting off today in kind of a gray Saturday with some wonderful Mavis staples. It fits several themes we'll be talking about this morning. So we welcome veteran organizer Heather Booth along with an attorney from the American Civil Liberties Union to talk about the new police contract, Karen Shee, and Brian Quijada, who has a wonderful performance going on at the Victory Gardens Theater. But first, what a week, guys. What a week on the national, international. Will he come back home?
We'd be reeling and rocking on this one.
You know what? I wish there was still a show like that was the week that was. Because they did, well, we still have the guys who do it well, Trevor, Noah, and
My new best fan.
Colbert,
best guy out there.
Seth Meyers even does pretty good on the weekly stuff. But yeah, every day is a...
Jimmy Fallon is feeling his lumps from not being as political as the rest of them.
Is he? I don't watch him.
Though the story that he told about his, wasn't it Jimmy Fallon told the story about his...
No, that was Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, Jimmy Kimmel.
Come on, get your Jimmy straight.
Fallon has been the apolitical one in the bunch, and he's suffered in the ratings.
That was Heather Booth, we thought we'd have trouble keeping out of this banner this
morning.
morning.
Yeah, we figured she'd step in right away.
Good morning, Heather.
She's
but
there in
I'm going to ask my
D.C.
colleagues, with all the talk of special counsels, and we've been through this before. If you remember, maybe Ken Starr was appointed special counsel to look at a bad bank deal and ended up investigating a dress. So we need to figure out what we want with this new thing going forward. I have some concerns about the impeachment card being played this early and the blowback. That's, kind of similar to why we now have a nuclear option when it comes to federal appointments.
Right.
We think short term, and we're not thinking of the long-term stuff, which is that there's 23% of the electorate who will not accept that their leader did something bad, and here those, sorry-ass Democrats toss them out.
Good point.
Or just strategically from an electoral point of view, don't we want to stretch this as far as possible to have the most impact on the midterm elections? So, I don't know, what do you think of impeachment? As the option now, or is it something else we ought to be doing?
Well, I think we have to be doing a lot of organizing on other fronts. I mean, there are other appointees of his that are wreaking havoc in environmental, energy fields, etc. So, no matter what we do around the impeachment thing, and God forbid, or Great Spirit forbid, we've got Pence as the president. We really have to see this as a broad issue, or issues that we have to be on top of in many ways. Otherwise, we'll still get screwed.
So I look forward to asking Heather about this in Heather's segment. But just going from national to state, we have the grand bargain seemingly back on the table in Springfield, while we also have some hearty souls marching to Springfield as we speak, bringing the question of a people's budget to, what's the name of it?
Are we getting
People
any
and
press
Planet
on that?
First budget.
Has there been any press on the march?
There has. I think they've managed to get some of the local media that they were hoping to as they make their way down. There's a pretty strong social media presence.
Yeah.
But I always am concerned about that speaking within the silo rather than getting outside the silo when we rely so much on particular types of social media.
True
I
that.
think it was very timely, and there's a part of me that likes it a lot better than sending buses down for a day. And as you know, I felt for a long time the buses ought to end up on the southwest side, or the south side, not all the way in Springfield, where I think the real pressure should be applied. But
well, they're doing events along the way, and I read up on a few of them yesterday that in near downstate locations, including the birthday party they had for one of the marchers who turned 91 on the march yesterday.
That's a goal.
Seriously, dude. I mean, you should watch this guy. He's dancing to people singing him happy birthday. Anyway, they're having a final rally when they reach the Capitol, which everyone's invited to join, on Tuesday, May 30th at 11 a.m. in Springfield, Illinois.
hopefully they'll come back with some goodies, because it doesn't look great for a bargain at this point, a grand bargain of any kind. But certainly the end of the school year has brought more debt problems for Chicago Public Schools. I can't believe what we're gonna pay this time around for bonds we can't afford to buy.
Can't even.
And it barely
talk
gets
about
us
it.
into the summer. It doesn't fix anything. It's short-term borrowing. And it's on top of a system that already has junk status for its bonds. I don't know who the bond buyers are out there, paying
Seriously,
earning 8-9%.
good question.
I think I'd like to have our colleague Jeff Shepard back on the show sometime in the future
Hook
to
'em.
explain all this, because
Dano.
you know, we taxpayers are paying more and more interest that's not going to teacher salaries, that's going to bond buyers. And I think it's something we need to look at more carefully.
Yep. Michael's got a great show hanging in the Heartland. Photo show. It'll be up there through the end of June, I believe.
No, it's through July 2nd, and there'll be a closing reception on that Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock.
It sounds like that's something you're going to hear about 6 more times in the next
I would
few
hope.
weeks.
I'm glad you guys brought it up again today. It's called Sweet Home Rogers Park, and there are 37 photos beginning in 1976 when we were opening the Heartland that go beyond the Heartland. There's Chapala, there's Howard Street. It's good. Have a good visit.
We've got plenty of time to.
And you're trying to
Delve
keep
into
people fit going out of spring into the summer with a little Athletes for Peace
Athletes
section.
United for Peace is having the spring chase tomorrow morning. It's a fun run. Gather at the Heartland by 8 a.m. We'll walk over to the lake and do a measured 5K course. And there is actually the north side.
There's another race in the afternoon.
We're
north
at 8
side.
a.m. Be at the Heartland by 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, all you Athletes for Peace.
And Northside Action for Justice does their 5K tomorrow as well. That's at Clarendon Park for you who get up a little later. That's at 1 p.m. Registration starts at noon.
And both of those are to get you all primed for the pump and ready for the race against hate on June 18th. If you haven't signed up for the YWCA's annual event,
In Evanston, that's a big event.
it's not too early to start getting ready for that.
Yeah.
And finally, if you're not marched out, on May
Yeah.
23rd, there's a march on McDonald's at Daly Plaza, 4 p.m. Fight for economic, racial, and immigrant justice. And
The fight for 15. Yeah. And of course, we're still telling people to call Governor Rauner and remind him that of his promise to sign House Bill 40 to protect access to reproductive health care for all women in Illinois. And if you need his office number, it's 312-814-2121, or send him a message via personalpack.org/take-action.
there's always other news which you can send along to us if you put a message on our Facebook page. Please visit lifeintheheartland.com if you want to check out recent shows, video or audio shows. And to introduce our next guest, we have a little topical song that I hope no one will bring up now.